Hello and welcome to episode 188 of the Weekly Song Podcast, a podcast where we write songs in a week and then bring them here and discuss them and have fun.
God damn it.
Remember fun? My name is Declan. This is my co-host, Roger.
Hello, Declan. How's it going?
It's going good, thank you. How's it going for yourself?
Going pretty good. It's autumn here in the UK.
Yes.
Had my first pumpkin spice latte today.
I've had my first instance of parking my car under a tree and then getting it all covered in sap.
Ah, tree sap.
Yeah.
God, that takes me back.
The rear windscreen wiper on my car doesn't work. I have to guess what's coming behind me. It's terrifying.
Autumn's dangerous.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise. Well,
if my mum is watching, it's fine. I've totally cleaned it off. I can see I'm a safe driver. I know you don't believe that, but I do.
And if she's not watching, then,
disregard the previous.
He's sapped up, baby, and he's loving every minute of it.
Oh, dear. This is why we shouldn't have moments where we go off script. So, let's get to the point of the thing. The songs. Roger.
Yes.
I believe you are presenting the first song this week.
I am indeed. So my first song for this episode.
First song for this episode. How many have you brought?
I've got a fair few.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, so the song I'm bringing in for this episode is called Fairy Tales, and it goes like this. You tried so hard to please him, you make it look so easy to pry your heart wide open, but I believe it's not. You moved in different circles, he could not help but hurt you. You'd like to think he made some promise that he just forgot. It'll never be the same as the notion in your brain, pre-delivered in your fairy tales of bedtimes long ago, where a knight without a queen knew exactly where you'd be and exactly how to take your hand and run. You're only make-believing because your heart's still bleeding. You feel your chance receding, but I believe it's not. Your life is open-ended, but you just need a friend, and you think your season's ending, but I believe it's not. Though it'll never be the same as the notion in your brain, pre-delivered in the fairy tales of bedtimes long ago, where a knight without a queen knew exactly where you'd be and exactly how to take your hand and run.
So that was Roger's song Fairy Tales, and I'm living in a fairy tale listening to that one. That is lovely. I really like that. It's got a very interesting feel of all those like major sevens and everything in there, and like it's got a very straightforward momentum to it, which I really like. How do you do the thing? Explain the thing, please.
Explain yourself.
Explain to me and to them.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So it was basically just around, like you pointed out, major 7. I knew I liked that D major 7 shape. But then kind of the whole thing, as we kind of touched on the past few weeks, is like I think last week maybe we touched on voice leading. So like the
Yes.
guitar part is doing what the vocals are doing, essentially.
I was about to mention this in correlation to something else later, but yeah, that's a lovely little trick to use.
Thanks, yeah. And it was just kind of building the intro, and then I knew the intro would be the verse. So it's like... And then where can we go from that? Do, 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 do. And then we kind of... That's our main thing. That goes throughout the entire song, even in the B section, kind of. And then we're just changing from a D major, sort of around that, to a B minor shape, which is the 6 of the scale there. And then we go take the same sort of motif, and then we take it to an E minor with a G at the top of the chord.
So you've almost moved that melody off the B string onto the E string. That's moving it up 5 semitones if you don't play a guitar.
Right, exactly. And then we, instead of going, we kind of take, which is the 5, which is the A, the 5th of the scale. We're taking that A, but we're kind of going, changing up the rhythm entirely. So it just provides a little bit of a unexpected turn sort of thing. So yeah,
because it's that nice little reset back into the sort of start of the verse there.
Right.
It's a lovely little sequence there.
Thanks.
And the sort of it's simple basic chords, but because you're doing all that melody stuff, the voice leading on top, it's implying a lot of more nuance to it, which is lovely. It elevates it.
Oh, thanks a lot. Thank you. I mean, and also it does a lot of the heavy lifting as well.
Exactly. Yeah. Isn't it nice when you come up with something and you think, oh, that's just the melody. Fine, my work is done.
Exactly. If anything, it's a bit of a cheat code. So, like, for songwriters listening, do that, because that is worth doing. Absolutely.
It's one of those things that's much easier, I find, on the piano than it is a guitar.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can invert chords on guitar, of course, but if you want, you can do a C major on the piano. You can have the C at the top, the E at the top, or G at the top, with pretty much the same amount of difficulty.
Or like just easily like switch between suspensions and like things like that.
Definitely. I mean, I love voice leading so much, and I've done more and more of it recently, but the week that we're writing for currently, that will be next episode, not to get too behind the curtain because it gets confusing time-wise, but that one I've tried to not voice lead because I've been relying on it pretty heavily, because it's
just going to be like a C chord, isn't it, all the way through? Turn off your mind, relax and flow downstream.
This is one chord. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, so the great thing with that is then you got your verse, and you know like that. Before I get into the lyrics, I'll talk about the B section, which still does the whole...
I was going to say, with relation to like the voice leading earlier, I really like how that moves from being like the start of something to being the punctuation.
Great way of putting it, thank you. I mean, it was one of those things where I kind of had the A section for ages.
Did you fall into the trap of like when you get a great section like that and you think, what's going to follow that?
I did, yes. I kind of knew I wanted it to go do, but down to the B minor, to like stay there for a bit. But then I kind of was doing the same thing, do, and I was like, because it works. It's like you want to kind of stick with it if it works. But then I kind of put it away for a day or two, and sleeping on stuff and taking time away. Don't you find it like adds like such a perspective shift? Like, oh no, I shouldn't do that at all.
You come back to something with such clarity.
Oh my God. That's what I mean. I wrote this on Sunday, so this isn't a good example, but that's why I like writing. That's why I love writing. Like,
I just took cat naps throughout the day. I just kept coming back every like 5 minutes or so after a 30-minute nap.
Just like knock myself out. Just I come back. Hey, okay, right. Yeah. But yeah, it is great for that. That's why I love writing on a Thursday or Friday, coming back on like Saturday or Sunday on the weekend and being like, there's something that shifts. Your brain's just like, oh, I know exactly what that should be. Or like, I can kind of see what the gaps should be filled with. Like
when I used to take my guitar into work and sort of write in there, when that was more practical for me to do. Yeah, I absolutely encounter that, because you come back to the following day's work and you'd realise, no, that just doesn't work. Or you realise, okay, that's actually cool, but can we go one step further?
Right.
Or something like that.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you kind of reach the end of your fuel supply on a one-day writing session, I find. But not to get too inside baseball. Actually, no, this is a songwriting podcast. I suppose
This is the arena in which you do it.
I've done that throughout the series of just like, I'm sorry, but I've got a point about songwriting. Is that okay? You're like, yeah, it's fine. But like,
we are beholden to no one here.
That's true.
You can do whatever you like within reason.
True, within moral standing. But I like the idea of in one session getting, even if it's not all the words, just like the structure. Like, okay, I know what it is from beginning to end. Even if it's at least I know, okay, there's 2 verses, maybe probably a bridge, 2 choruses, and there's an outro thing that I'll figure out later. Then if I come back the next day, I'm like in good stead. Whereas if I go, I've got 2 lyrics, and I come back the next day, I'm like, yeah, I'm not interested in those anymore. like the fire has gone out on those a lot, yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I got to the B section, I kind of found myself this a couple of days later. And I kind of like that pull-off because it adds a different Fleetwood Mackie type of flavour.
I was going to say, it's very Tusk, isn't it?
Very Tusk.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes, that is very Tusk of you. And there's your title, folks.
Yeah, very Tusk of you. Why don't you tell me what's going on?
Oh, man. I need to listen to Tusk again.
It's such a weird record, but I do love the title track so much.
It's so good, yeah. I mean, it's like... It gets overshadowed by Rumours a lot, I think. Because Rumours was the big one.
I mean, it gets overshadowed by all of the other albums with that lineup.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so what I'm doing here is I'm going from a B minor bar chord and kind of then just an A over B, which is just for guitarists listening and watching, it's just an A major shape, but instead of playing the A string, you're playing the 2nd fret of the A string, so a B.
So if you're barring a chord properly, what you're just doing is you are taking off these fingers.
And then we take that right up to the 7th fret and do the same thing on an E minor chord.
Isn't it nice when you work out something on a bar chord and you realise, oh, great, I can just shift this around the neck wherever I need it.
Exactly. I mean, isn't that the hammer to fall thing?
It's very close, yeah.
I mean, that kind of thing, I love that. But anyway, so I'm going B minor. And then I'm kind of pedaling between the 1st and the 5th. So B and F sharp. And I do the same up here. Down to the A. 7. D. And then kind of like, it's an A basically, but I'm doing a C sharp with the C sharp and the E, like a little 2-note chord.
Because you can imply a couple of bits and pieces with that. Like, you're
Maybe
implying
diminished.
a diminished, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny, I use that quite a lot. It's just the walk down to B. But that middle one there
is strictly speaking. Yeah.
I mean, it's only 2 notes, but like you say, it very much... Really, if you're looking at the scale, that would be C sharp diminished because it's the 7 of the scale.
Oh, diminished chords, great.
Oh, no,
I love them so much.
But then at the same time, you could go C sharp diminished, but then if you put an A on the bottom...
It becomes A7.
A7. Because what is an A7 if not just an A major with a C sharp diminished on the top of it? Am I right?
He's out of line, but he's correct.
Anyway,
old memes.
This segment is going on a long time, but so that's the music. Lyrically, I started out writing again, kind of like last week about.
Sorry, that was a very heavy clunk at the car.
I started writing about. I started writing about going into the city with my family for my mum's birthday, and I find crowds to be quite overstimulating and overwhelming. And I started writing about how I got a little bit grumpy because of that, and I ended up being like, sorry if I was grumpy about that. And
you had to go out on a day where there'd be other people there.
I know. I tried to book the city, to us, but
but somehow the mayor wasn't returning my calls.
And so I started writing about that, and it just didn't really work, and it was a bit kind of navel-gazy for the sake of it, sort of thing. And then for some reason, it became a complete work of fiction, but based on like people I've known and stuff. And it's about just a girl who is looking for love, maybe in the wrong places. And just hoping that the relationship that she was in was going to work out because she thought it was all informed by like fairy tales, and hence the name of the song, that she was like told as a kid, and like, oh, Prince Charming's on his way, Rapunzel, Snow White, whatever, what have you, and actually like it's not saying, hey, that doesn't exist. It's actually saying like,
it's not your destiny, as it were.
yeah, exactly. Like you think life's over because this probably bad relationship in my mind like has ended, but actually it's probably going to be okay. Just don't pin all your hopes on it just because of fairy tales you had when you were a kid. It's a bit of a stretch lyrically, but it
works.
basis for a song, you know.
Like it leads up to like some nice lines in the chorus, like you know, again, it's just saying like, don't rely on the dreams of fairy tales that you were told in the past. Like,
yeah,
I like that. That's a really
Thanks a
nice
lot.
little message for a song with this kind of tonality.
Thanks. I mean, it's also nice to write a song that's like not me. Like, as songwriters, we're gonna do our fair share of those.
Yes. Plot twist. The song is actually about him.
Yeah, it's the old Kurt Cobain thing of just because I say I in a song doesn't mean it's about me, and vice versa. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, fairy tales.
I really like that.
Thanks very much.
I'm glad you brought it along.
So what song have you bought this week?
Who knows?
That's the name of it, isn't it?
Yes,
oh,
it is.
you absolute bounder.
What a cad I am.
Oh, he's trying to pull the wool over our eyes, folks. Okay, who knows? Let's take a listen. I'm looking forward to this.
I can see the light shining east to hasten my return. Have I learned how to get it right? I can never hide the days and moments where I found my heart, brand new start. Embrace what I denied. Who knows just what's in store for me if I go? What memories will I leave? Will you ever think of me again? Who knows? On the distant hills, the grass is greener, verdant to the last. Need moves fast, by contrast means stay still. I know I'm not the same. A bootleg copy missing all the parts, but if it works, I may regain my name. Who knows just what's in store for me? And I go, what memories will I leave? Will you ever think of me again? Who knows?
So that was Declan's song, Who Knows? And who knows? I can't do those puns that you could do, but I really love it. I really love it.
Appreciate it.
It's really delicate, and it does something I really like in sort of really delicate like ballad type of songs, which is that it works as like a classic sounding song, but it also uses some chord changes and stuff that make it seem ultra contemporary and like really sort of like original as well. I love that you go down to the E major there rather than E minor, and many other things which I will,
Just those first two chords.
the rest, no. No, beautiful. Yeah, tell us about it.
Thank you for your Kind words. So this one started off voice leading, as did your one.
Aha.
So what it originally started off was something like... So you sort of had the same chords. For reference, I'm playing on a guitar that's in D standard, so I'm going to be referring to the chord shapes: G, E major, A minor, and D. But you was kind of following it through with the bass, and I thought that's fine. Could do a little more, so did one of my broken bar chords.
Mm-hmm. Classical guitarist listening, he's using his thumb. You can email your hate. Email to weeklysongpodcast@gmail.com.
It makes me more powerful.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, so we were doing this, and that frees up my little finger to actually do some stuff around here. You do that and you think, okay, can we extend that? Put the C on there.
Oh, lovely.
That's
So nice.
It's such a weird chord. And then that sets you up really nicely to go into the...
It's such a great melody. Not blowing smoke, but that's really, really strong. Love it.
Thank you. Then to the major third, which would be B.
B.
And then to the sixth.
A minor this time.
Yep, E minor. And then C. And then technically it's D over A, but 50% of the time I'm just playing the A string and the melody on the top. It's like, okay, cool. That's got a melody in it. You really do not need to do anything else, sir.
Yeah, that's the thing. Don't overcook it at this point. Yeah.
So then, like, it was a similar situation. It was like, okay, that works. That's part of a song. Where on earth does that go next?
Yes, yeah.
So, like, I ended up having, like, the G to C major 7 bit.
It adds such a different flavour.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Major 7 chords are so great. Major 7 chords and diminished chords are the best chords. I will hear nothing said against them. So it was literally just those first two chords, and it's just like, okay, how am I going to do this? Who knows just what's in store for me? Like, going to a D wasn't going to work, so you just go down B minor 7, A minor 7. Just what's in store for me?
Yeah.
You could just repeat that. Originally I did, but then I thought I'd just try and reharmonize it slightly. So, who knows? Same two chords, same two notes in the vocal melody, but B minor 7 and E minor 7.
So the melody of those two notes, who knows, is within those two chords.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's so clever.
Thank you. And then just descending on D6 and C6. Just what's in store for me? I have no idea if the melody for those sections is actually contained in those chords. It just sounded kind of cool.
Yeah, the sixes add that sort of weird lilt to it, which is... It's different, isn't it? It's different than just going straight chords.
Is it because it's giving you the...
Yes.
Then back to C major 7. Where do you go from here?
There, of course.
G sharp diminished. Of course.
So, wait, sharp 1.5.
So it's G sharp diminished, then to A minor 7, which is only an A minor 7 because the highest note I can reliably sing tends to be an E or an F. A minor 7 has a G in it. A minor 7 has a G in it. Because this is tuned down a semitone, that makes it F. Who knows? And I got there, it's just like, okay, that's really nice. How on earth am I going to resolve that?
Yeah, I was wondering
And
this the
that's-
first time it came through. Yeah.
And that's the neat part. You don't.
Okay. I'm gonna need some unpacking on that one.
Well, literally, just like you go, will you ever think of me again? Who knows?
Yeah, it's so good. Also, that who knows, wasn't expecting that note. Both times somehow I didn't expect it.
It's literally exactly the same.
Because you think it, well, I would think it would go, who knows, or something. You go, who knows? You go right up to his exotic note land. Very nice.
He's talking about this note.
Ooh, I feel like I'm in the Bahamas.
I don't have a falsetto, so like my notes are limited. So yeah, that's more or less as high as I can go. So it's just like, okay, just do the whole thing again.
Right.
Because that's a lovely note to end on as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Who knows? If I could just keep it going and not like choke my voice out on it.
So I imagine once you had the first verse and then that section with who knows at the very end of the first chorus, did you think that's the end of the song too?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that feeling. Like, we know how we're getting out.
Yeah. I've got lots of the work done. And like, I don't think this song particularly needed to sort of move along in terms of what the lyrics were about. Like, it's very self-contained. It's very much a snapshot of all the things that are in my head. So, just yeah, it didn't need a bridge, didn't need to go anywhere. So you can just leave it ended on that note. And as seems to be the case this season, this song is about like trying to sort of change, or like where you haven't changed. But it sort of, I wrote the chorus first this time, which is a bit of an odd one.
Oh, that is unusual for both of us, I think.
Yeah. So who knows just what's in store for me? There is uncertainty in the future.
Yeah.
How does it apply directly to myself? When I go, what memories will I leave? This is partly thinking about, like, because I've lived in 3 or 4 towns during the course of my life. There are people that I keep in contact with, and there are people that I have never spoken to since I left. Not out of lack of wanting, more just out of lack of opportunity.
Sure.
And you find yourself thinking about some of these people, and you think, obviously you know they probably do think about you every now and then, but like you think, what are their memories of me?
Right.
Just to get a wee bit profound for a second.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But then it was also giving vibes of Stevie Wonder, They Won't Go When I Go.
Yes, yeah, from the finale.
For Fulfilling This' first finale, which we've just edited to
Yes.
give you a hint of how the timeline works for getting these episodes out. Will you ever think of me again? Who knows? Same thing again. So it's like, okay, cool. That's the theme. Let's explore it.
Because it's great, because you always have that pivot point of who knows to come back to. You always know that that's going to work, but you could approach from many different topics and angles.
And that's kind of why you can't really progress it. It's why you don't need a bridge or anything like that. Like, because you can't just go like, I know with utter certainty.
Yeah, there's no other perspective to introduce, is there? I completely get that.
It would kind of like flatten the song a little bit, I think.
It's a question mark song.
So yeah, it's just like anxieties about like times I've moved in the past, anxieties about how you sort of feel like you might change, how you feel like you might have changed for the better or for the worse. So like, I can never hide the days and moments where I found my heart. That's kind of like about finding myself in Bristol. I know I'm not the same, a bootleg copy missing all the perks. That's points in my life where I have changed for the worse. Hello? The kitchen just made a noise.
Oh, it always makes noises.
Oh.
I swear it's haunted. The first thing my landlady said to me when I moved in here is, there aren't ghosts.
That sounds awfully suspicious. You've got a ghost chef. That's what it is.
I guess so, yeah. He never cooks for me, though.
Oh,
well, if he does, it's invisible food. But anyway, I digress.
So yeah, there's not really much else to sort of talk about with this one.
I just think it's yeah, it's just brilliant. Like I said, it sounds like a classic. Like it almost sounds like an old, almost Irving Berlin-y type of song through a modern lens. And I think because it's like delicately chordy, but also like lyrically, it's one of those questions that's timeless and universal. Like that'll be relevant in 100 years. It was relevant 100 years ago. Of like, questioning yourself and your path. I mean, who hasn't been through that,
Exactly. This is why it was. It came out quite quickly, which is really.
Was this a one-day job? This one.
Yes,
Well done. Nice,
yes.
Nicely done.
Yeah, we could modernise it a little bit, like take it away from being like that beautiful, delicate thing, like who knows just what's in store for me. Yeah. But I go, the memories where I leave. Will you ever think of me again? Who knows? I exist to ruin my own work. Title.
Yes. There's your title, folks. No, it's great. Yeah, keep it delicate. Yeah, it's got to be a delicate one. Yeah, brilliant.
Thank you.
Brilliant
You're
work.
very kind.
Well, you're very talented.
So are you.
Becoming a nice fest. But yeah, anything else to touch on? Oh, production-wise, any ideas?
Well, I was thinking about taking this very rubbish £20 second-hand nylon guitar and playing it thusly.
Yeah, so like you just did.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose you could put like a double bass on it or something, or like just to deepen it out a little bit.
Something to fill in the rhythmic gaps, maybe with long notes. Like a pad, like a mellotron maybe? But even that's a little too much, too heavy-handed.
Just a little something softly in the background. Like, it would be lovely to have strings or something. Like, go really introspective for the first time through, and then second time, like, no, I am tugging at your emotions. You are going to cry now.
Yes.
And you will love it.
You will love the tears, yeah. No, it's great. Also, last thing I noticed similarity-wise is we have the same structure in our songs.
It's just like...
intro with voice leading, verse, chorus, reset, verse, chorus, end.
Yeah.
Exactly the same structure.
Are we the same person?
I know. We even finish each other's...
Sandwiches.
Boom, boom, boom. That's why we get the big bucks.
Ha 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 ha. Boom, boom.
So that's everything for this episode of the Weekly Song Podcast. Thank you very much for listening and watching. If you've been watching on YouTube, if you haven't been watching on YouTube and you listen elsewhere, we now have video episodes, so you can come and see us. And to use Declan's classic joke, if you're watching on YouTube and you don't want to see us, we're also on Spotify, Apple Music, and the rest of the streaming platforms. If you have anything to say to us...
Anything at all. Absolutely anything.
If you have any questions, comments, or...
They don't have to be about music. We'll answer questions about literally anything. We won't do that.
No, not anything. We have our limits. We have our boundaries, okay? No, you can email the show at weeklysongpodcast@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. And you can also find us on Instagram at Weekly Song Podcast. We're actually keeping the Instagram pretty active this season.
Well, we say we.
But then he's keeping the YouTube active.
But then he's keeping the Instagram active.
True.
And the audio active. And literally everything else.
it's
I contribute so much.
You do the video, which is huge.
I joke,
it's a comic conceit. I understand.
Exactly, yeah. We're sort of making a fun of it for the audience. I hope they're having a lovely time.
You know my personality, though. I'll take everything seriously.
How many episodes have we done of this?
And then I snap right back into playing my character. But anyway, if you want to hear Declan and me, we've got a joint project called Schnookums. We've got an album out called Attaboy. You can find us at schnookums.bandcamp.com. That's spelled SCHNOOKUMS. And you can also find us on Spotify, Apple Music, and the rest of the streaming platforms where you find music. Declan, where can people find you and your stuff online?
So you can find me by searching Declan Kitchener into one of your music systems that you have here on this planet. It will come up with some of my music. I will have recently, by the time this episode comes out, have had an EP out. provided Root Note processes it properly in the time before.
Which they won't.
Go to my Bandcamp.
Yes.
Search Declan Kitchener on there, you'll find me. Also, if you wanted to hear me yammer on about nerdy stuff, why not visit DRK Makes Videos on YouTube? And waste an hour of your life learning about the Sixth Doctor. It's not a waste. It's actually one of my favourite things I've ever done. But anyway.
It's wonderful. Both are wonderful. Yeah, check out The Big Scary. I play a couple of tracks, and the rest are good too.
Only the ones with Roger on.
No.
Roger.
Yes.
Your music.
Yes, where can people find it?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you can find my music on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere else you find music, as well as Bandcamp, rogerheathers.bandcamp.com. Just search Roger Heathers. I've got a bunch of albums. I've been making albums since I was 19. So
there's a lot to catch up on, and all of it is really good.
I mean, some of it's less quality than others, but there's quantity. There's quantity.
All of it is 10 out of 10. Every single thing he's ever done.
Also follow me on...
bastard.
Damn you. Yeah, also follow me on Instagram at Roger Heathers. I've been a little bit quiet at the end of this year, but it's only because I've been writing and recording my next record. So that'll be coming out in 2026.
Ooh.
And,
don't say 2026. That's scary.
I know, right?
I don't like that.
Well, before that comes, there's a spaceship on the way to Earth, right? You heard about 3i Atlas?
I have not heard.
You're like, stop ruining the outro.
I genuinely don't know what you're talking about.
It's probably a comet, but it's a comet that scientists are saying like has really weird makeup and like constant speed, which an asteroid or a meteor wouldn't have. And people are going, it's an alien spacecraft, and it's supposed to be here in a week.
Oh, fantastic. So if Martian cylinders overtake the land and you see tripods roaming about, drinking all our blood and shooting their heat rays, you heard it here first. Actually, no, this episode will come out after the Martian invasion. I hope you're enjoying living in whatever society that you live in by this point.
I'm looking forward to...
We are a professional podcast.
I'm looking forward to them bringing new notes for songwriting, like H.
Oh, yes. I's going to be a good one.
Oh, I diminished? I can't wait.
Your ears have heard nothing like it.
J augmented?
I still prefer I diminished.
Oh, okay. Well...
But J augmented is a good one. It's nothing like a suspended Z, though.
Oh, God. Yeah, well, I mean, when you go from suspended Z to A major...
Yeah. Just
the resolution.
I genuinely had not conceived of these chords before.
How many alphabet letters are there?
26.
I thought it was 24.
Do you...
I've only been living in this country 33 years.
Roger, what did you do in primary school?
Sniffed glue.
Did you just tune out for 2 letters in the alphabet?
I don't know why they only use 2 lessons to do the alphabet. They should have done a whole year on that for the children who weren't paying attention like me. Anyway,
let's move on.
Thank you very much for listening to the show. I think that's pretty much everything. Yeah, do email the show if you want, or you can just stay tuned.
Let him know what the other 2 letters of the alphabet are.
Yeah, email the show, and you can also catch us next week on episode 189 with 2 new songs. We'll be back to the show. Ta-ra!
Ta-ra!
Good. Good.
I like that we maintain a consistent quality.